Hey, it's Mike from the Run Testers. I am in East London, as you can tell from the West Ham Stadium behind me. I'm here for a race, the RunThrough Olympic Park 10k, and I'm going to do something a little bit different today. So I'm swapping these, my usual race shoes, my barefoot shoes, for this Hoka Rocket X. So I've never raced in a carbon shoe, so this is going to be a new experience for me. I've been mainly, well, for the how many years racing in barefoot shoes, so I thought I'd mix things up, see how I get on, see if I can run a quicker time, and see if maybe I'll stick for them in the future. So yeah, I'll let you know how I get on in a couple of hours. Testers, I have finished the Olympic Park RunThrough 10k. I have, it's my first race in a pair of carbon plate running shoes. Went pretty well. Ran 39 minutes, 30 something. I did run a sub 25k for the first time. I'll do a little bit of debrief when I get home. It's very cold around here. I'm going to get on a train, get home, and assess how I got on swapping my barefoot shoes for the Hoka Rocket X. So it is debrief time. It is not the day after the race, it's a couple of days after. As I said, the reason I didn't do this kind of bit of the video is because it was freezing after the race. You know, it's April, but it's still cold in the UK. My legs are all good. Obviously, my first time running in a carbon, or racing in a carbon plate running shoe. I've run my quickest 10k time. I've run my quickest 5k time. From that perspective, this shoe's kind of worked for me in the first race that I've, put it to the test. Before I kind of get into how it kind of handled, give you a little bit of kind of scope about the kind of race the Olympic Park RunThrough 10k is. So it takes you, part of the route takes you around the London Stadium. It's quite a flat, it's a flat route, it's a quick route. It's quite bendy in places. Obviously you've got to go around the stadium. It's 4 laps in total. And then when you're going a little bit further away from the stadium to kind of create that extra distance, it's quite bendy. So a flat but a kind of bendy kind of course to kind of to race in. Okay, so as is the case with races at the moment, obviously COVID restrictions are in place. It's phase starts, and when I got going in this shoe, I was definitely running quicker than I normally would at the start of a race. So I think I looked down at my watch and I was doing or averaging below 6-minute miles, which is unusual for me. And at that point, I was kind of a little bit concerned, maybe I've gone out too quick. I was worried maybe I might pull up, it might feel a bit tight. I was hanging around for quite a while and it was quite cold still. And once I got to my kind of more manageable or comfortable race pace, the shoe felt great. I think, as I kind of alluded to in the full review, it's a shoe that you feel, I feel you run kind of deceptively quick in it. You don't feel like the shoe is doing a lot to promote that. I think, the midsole, I think the cushioning, I think the rocker, I think it's not too firm to run in this shoe. I don't think the cushioning is too bouncy. I think the rocker feels good, feels consistent. And for me, that's what I found in the race. Even when I kind of pulled or reined myself in a little bit, I still felt, and I was still running quick in these shoes without really feeling like I was doing that, and the shoe was really pushing me or promoting me to do that. The real kind of tricky element of the course, I would say, apart from the fact it was 4 laps, and I hate doing kind of multi-lap races. Some of the bends obviously can be taxing, but I think the outsole works really well on the Rocket X for that. you can still keep that speed when you're going around those kind of twists and turns in the race. And it's kind of held up really well for me on that. In terms of the comfort, no real issues before, during or after. You know, I was a little bit concerned about whether the lockdown fit maybe would hold against me. It's like, you know, it's obviously a different fit to minimal shoes, but it worked really well over that distance, and no major kind of issues or problems a few days after the race, or, you know, immediately after. So for me, the Rocket X, the fact that I ran my quickest 10k time was sub 40, a sub 25k for the first time in the same race in these shoes, and I had no real complaints or issues with them. It is a shoe that kind of did the job for me over that 10k distance. So I guess the verdict comes down to whether this shoe helped me run quicker, and whether it's one that I will use for races again across a similar distance. And I think the answer to that question emphatically is a yes. You know, I run my quickest 10k and 5k time in this shoe in a race. I think for that distance, I think probably I would feel comfortable running kind of a 10-mile half marathon in this shoe. I think I would be a little bit hesitant about going full marathon distance in these, which I don't think they're really designed for anyway. And I would probably stick to my minimal stuff just because I think, you know, I feel a little bit more reliable in those shoes. But for the shorter stuff, it's definitely one that's kind of stuck around since we kind of first reviewed it as a team. It's in my rotation for my kind of quicker speed training. And it's definitely one, the next time I have a 10k race, I think a 10-mile race and even a half marathon, it is one I will look to put on my feet and hopefully, you know, smash out some more PBs in it. So there you go, that is my 10k race test with the Hoka Rocket X. Just a note on the race itself, it is a really good one. If you've not done it before, it's usually 3 or 4 laps. The route can slightly differ, but it's generally running around the stadium and then kind of fitting in bits around it. It's well run. When you finish it, there's plenty of places to just kind of sit and recover, which I quite like, and you can kind of want to stick around. So yeah, if you're looking for a quick race in London, the RunThrough Olympic Park 10k is a good one to check out. If you've got any questions about how I got on, let us know in the comments. If there's other shoes that you want to see us get race tested, obviously we've still all got them, let us know about those as well. As always, like and subscribe, hit that little bell to find out about our latest videos. And yeah, we'll see you for the next Run Testers video.